Bloody hell, Tom, what pills are you taking now? You're taking pills like that?
Emotional damage. I think that's quite good, and I think it's quite a lot of money.
They sort of do this. Good morning. Let me just interpret my data for the diet, 86.3. I think the last time I was in the 86s, I was peeled out my head and I won my FitX bodybuilding show. It's alright, don't worry, new challenge. It's a thing of the past. Don't get sad because it ended, be happy because it happened. You know what that was? I was going to do it again. I was going to do that again on that side, but I pulled away from it and tried to style it out by itching my chin. Oh God. Hello everyone, welcome back to the fashion channel. Today I've got 7 Under Armour tops. We're going to do an in-depth review on each of these tops, because I've got 7 of them. No, I'm going to be doing cardio every day at some point, and I thought I don't want to buy these because they're expensive, and I don't want to wear them whilst I'm sweating in the gym either. So I got Under Armour because they're £12 or something like that. Tom, did you spend over 80 quid on Under Armour? Yeah, but that's 80 quid for 7 of these. I think that's quite good, and I think it is quite a lot of money. Some people were perplexed. They were like, why if you've got a Sage Barista Express have you demoted yourself to a nice looking Nespresso? That's from Grind, this is. I just, one, space. I didn't have space for it on the side, and 2, like, oh no, it's off. I've burnt the coffee, or I'm under, nah. Didn't have the time.Maybe when I'm fat and retired, I'll bring it back. But at the moment, just simply, I'm on the grind. These are lovely, these are. I have a 6, I have a light blend when like every day, apart from rest days, because I have pre-workouts, so I don't want too much caffeine. I'm hoping that, I think there's a little bit less caffeine in these, in the 6. And then today, because I'm only having 1 shot of caffeine, house blend number 8. And if I feel like I want a little bit of unce, then I'll have the 10. The 10's really strong. The 10 and a bit of your himban, very good. Bloody hell, Tom, what pills are you taking now? You're taking pills like that. Don't ever laugh at your own jokes. I wasn't laughing, I was laughing at something out there. That's 5-HTP and caffeine, or black coffee in this case. Fantastic little combo for appetite suppression. 100 milligrams of 5-HTP, shot espresso, and yeah. Me and Luke used to have a product by De Novo called Suppress. A few OGs watching will remember. It was 5-HTP, glucomannan, which is a dietary fibre, and I can't remember the third supplement, maybe vitamin C or something. But it was unbelievable. We used to get into the office about 6, have that with coffee, wouldn't eat till 2, nothing. Such a good product. Ben Escro's still about, the legend. I think he's teamed up with Omar Youssef, and they have a company together called something Fundamental Elements. I'm just making it up now. But I don't know whether they still stock that product or not. Nicotine is also very, very good. I wouldn't recommend it, OVS. But I used to use nicotine gum or vape. But don't be one of those vape guys, you know. Prep starts, oh, I must take my vape. And then they do their little stupid, I've finished prep but I'm still on my vape. I think I'm addicted. You know, people that just want something to be wrong with them, you know, those sort of types. Guys, I can't believe they're not even real smokers either. I like watching non-smokers try and smoke it. That's one of my favourite pastimes. Especially in smoking areas. I love a smoking area. I study a lot of people in smoking areas, and it's the hand thing. I did used to smoke, by the way. Interesting fact, I was a smoker. I stopped back in 2012. At Reading Festival. They sort of do this. Didn't they? You know, everyone says. Whereas me, I'm a fuck. I'm an actual smoker though. Do you know what I mean? Don't do the talk. We used to take the piss out of boys that used to do the talk at our school. We used to do this. Yeah, whereabouts are you? Oh, school. Got a lighter, please. You don't smoke, put it down. Save the smoking to the cool kids. I'm absolutely off my head at the moment. Do you notice any different about me? Anything different? Should be glowing right now. Just had a hydrofacial, I'll have you know. I am the modern day man. Gents, we've got to take good care. I keep banging on about it. Take care of your skin. I've got my nighttime and my daytime routine nailed. I'll have treatments here and there if I can. I want to enter this 30th year that I've been on this planet in the best shape possible. The time is now 1:30. We've done it, I suppose. Not that I'm craving food. I could probably extend this intermittent fast until the late afternoon, but I'm going to eat. Why not? We have a nicely roasted piece of chicken, 220 grams I think it is, salad, feta cheese, olives, and I've accounted for the reduced sugar Thai sweet chili dressing. Get over that morning patch, and then come 1:30, I'm eating now. I'm eating again at 3 or 4ish, then again at 6, and then before bed. I know, I'm supposed to be dieting. My macros today are 180 protein, 200 carb and 80 fat. This particular meal has, I will tell you right now, 10 carb, 17.5 grams of fat and 60 grams of protein in all of that. Lovely. Gonna have this now, crack on with some work, finish today's steps, and then I'm back eating again. It's amazing. No worries at all, Con. I'm out for Mother's Day curry house as well. So what I'd advise you do, we've obviously got 2100 calories to play with at the moment. I'd advise you look to bank around about 1400. So you've essentially got 700 calories to play with throughout the day. Intermittent fast, high volume lunch. So lean protein source, high volume, plenty of veg and salad. Maybe like a protein smoothie around about 3 or 4 tends to fill me up quite a lot. And then we've got a good amount of calories to play with. Choice wise, I'd look to try and get in a chicken tikka main, so no sauce. Good protein hit there, pilau rice, maybe half a bread and a couple of poppadoms. And I think that would cap us quite nicely around the 1400. The time is now 4 o'clock. Bit of Dr. Disrespect and a snack, if you can consider it a snack. Got a slice of sourdough, bit of rocket tomatoes, Thai sweet chili sauce, 3 eggs scrambled with some spinach. Very nice. 36 carb, 18 fat and 30 grams of protein. Nice, simple, quick and easy snack to have late afternoon. Could have oats, whey, bit of dark chocolate and some frozen berries. Could have Greek yogurt, whey, some berries, maybe a bit of granola if you want some more carbohydrates. Could have a couple of Rivitas with tuna, cucumber, bit of seasoning. I do like my scrambled eggs though. Usually I'd put a bit of cream cheese on this on the bottom, but I'm saving my fats for later. Eat this, finish my client work, have a bath, Epsom salts, rest day today, got to be prepared for tomorrow. Now that I'm natural, got to optimise recovery as much as possible, and then we'll have dinner. Beef burgers, brioche buns, potato wedges. I'm eating damn good. Losing fat, eating damn good. That's absurd, isn't it? Look at that for a dinner. The wonders of intermittent fasting. 2 bacon burgers, cheese, salad, gherkins. Those gherkins from Tesco taste like they're from McDonald's. 300 grams of wedges and some tender stem broccoli. 130 carb, 47 fat, 88 protein. And that's me done for the day. That is my rest day, higher fat, slightly lower carbohydrate. Day done. I'm going to enjoy this now and watch Luther on Netflix. Hopefully I haven't ruined it. Okay, so intermittent fasting. I'm not going to spend too long on this segment because I don't want people to be under the impression that intermittent fasting is a superior way of dieting. You look at all the systematic data on intermittent fasting and body composition, there's no superiority of it compared to a regular drip feed of calories throughout the day. So those people that proclaim Intermittent fasting is the gold standard. It's the best thing since sliced bread. It got me shredded. What they've probably experienced when dieting is the amount of calories that they're consuming in that shortened window is a lot less, i.e. the deficit is a lot larger compared to when they are having a drip feed of calories throughout the day and aren't intermittent fasting. I think why intermittent fasting is so good is due to, and we're talking about the research from obese patients here, and that certainly filters down to non-obese patients, are the health benefits in terms of an improvement in blood glucose, an improvement in digestion, an improvement in a decrease in blood pressure. I certainly, as do many others, see a massive increase in productivity when I fast in the morning. And I think a gentleman spoke about a very influential character in the sphere at the moment. I won't mention his name because I think even if I do, then... But he's spoken about it before, and if you're thinking, who's Tom talking about? They just come out of the nick and they're on house arrest. He speaks about the, as do many others, speaks about the positive impact of fasting and what it does in terms of productivity. I feel like I can completely go full tunnel vision when I fast in the morning. So when I wake up, I have my black coffee and Yohimbine or my black coffee and 5-HTP, whatever I'm doing, the amount of work that I can get done in that period is so much higher than when I have my first meal. I'm not saying that when I have my first meal, I get sluggish and I'm like, I'm done for the day. My productivity levels when fasting are through the roof. Going back to my previous point about other health benefits and there being improvements in blood glucose and digestion, and also growth hormone, you're seeing larger spikes in growth hormone during a prolonged fast. I think more often than not, the question that arises from a lot of people when we discuss fasting is, what about muscle atrophy, liver glycogen, things like that. So you look at a 2006 paper, I think it was done on a 40-hour fast, saw absolutely zero deductions or increases in muscular regulatory activity in the sense that there was no atrophy in that 40-hour window. You're also looking from a liver glycogen standpoint for a 24-hour fast, only half of that is deducted, leaving and sparing muscle glycogen. So I don't want anyone to think that like fasting is going to somehow mean that they're going to waste away and they're going to get skinny and they're going to lose all their muscle and turn into Nate Diaz and get skinny fat. It's not going to happen. So now we've covered those points, you're probably asking, how do we do it? Now, people's window of eating can differ from person to person. I think the best advice I can give you if you are looking to intermittent fast is start with a fairly large window and then shorten it. I think a lot of people struggle in the initial phases because they're kind of so conditioned to wake up and have food, which I think is probably the worst thing to do. And it's something that even my family members who don't really train, I try and wean them off of waking up and having an influx of food straight away. I think everyone, regardless if you're training or not, should not consume food within the first 2 to 3 hours upon wake. I fully understand from a performance standpoint and maybe from a point of view if you are maybe in a gaining phase where you need to get those calories in, but even so, if you are someone that consumes food first thing, try and get a little bit of expenditure done. At least allow like a 60 to 90 minute window. Get up, a few thousand steps around the block, and then you can have some food. So taking myself as an example, on a rest day, I will fast from 7 p.m. So my last meal will be 7 p.m. and my first meal will be 1 p.m. So I will be fasting for around about God, quick maths, 18 hours or so. And I've got around a 6-hour window of opportunity to eat my calories. On a training day, I will try and get a meal in before I train. So I'll wake up, do my fasted cardio, come home, have my meal about 10:30, 11, go and train, and then I'll be consuming food from 11 a.m. until around about 6 or 7 p.m, which is, I think, for the vast majority of people nowadays, from what I gauge from like client check-ins, is most people are probably intermittent fasting without them realizing. But I think if you are really looking to kind of get the most out of it in terms of health benefits, both physical and psychological, then trying for like a 6-hour window or maybe even less is what you want to shoot for. I think that's all that I really want to speak about, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think there's anything else that is required to discuss. We've spoken about the window, we've given a few examples of food. I even think in the position of someone being like an off-season in a gaining phase, particularly in that first portion, that intermittent fasting is quite beneficial. Certainly when your calories increase, and I've been there before when I'm slamming down 4,000 or 5,000 calories, it's quite hard to get them done in a 6-hour window. But I think having some form of fast, whatever you're doing, be it off-season, gaining phase, even someone that doesn't train, is key. I think the best thing to do is wrap up and say, if you have any further questions on intermittent fasting, get them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you ASAP. Intermittent fasting is a tool. I think that's what we should finish on. you should view intermittent fasting as a tool. It's a really positive tool for people like myself that like to enjoy lots of food when they sit down, in the sense that if I spend the vast majority of my day in a fasted state, I get to 1, 3 and 7 and I can have very large, high voluminous meals that make me feel happy because I like food. And that's about it really. It's not gonna necessarily get you more shredded compared to you having 4 or 5 meals compared to 3 meals. And it's most certainly not gonna impact or affect any muscle loss. Didn't look at you before. You're right there. Right, that's me done. I shall see you in the next video, which will be a full day of eating on a training day and also a little walkthrough, mic'd up session during my, can't remember what training session it was, but it's mic'd up, so you enjoy it. Take care of yourself. I'll see you very soon. Thank you again, and much love.